extremely well was Latraveno's tech, Ixigo, as we know it, the company that is an online travel aggregator, and it's doing well in today's trading session. But if you pull up a longer term chart, over the last couple of months or so, ever since its listing, it's been a big mover on the way up itself, and the results have shown improvement as well. So in the last 1 month, it's up 10%. If you look at it over the last 2-3 months, ever since the IPO, has been a big mover. The EBITDA for the company improved by 67%, margins closing in towards that double-digit mark. And it was a segment which was, it was a performance which was led by all segments, but most notably the flight segment, which has seen a near 38% growth out there as well. We do have with us the group CEO of the company joining in. Thanks a lot for joining in. The first question obviously is, what is your overall bookings target for this year? And if you could break that up across all segments, because you are the market leader in rail, but at the same time, you're also seeding new vectors of growth, including the likes of flight, etc. So if you could give us an overall target for bookings for this year, along with what kind of growth you're expecting across all the segments.
Yeah, I think, look, we should look at the bigger picture on Ixigo's trajectory. We are the largest travel app when it comes to next billion users in the country, which means people coming from tier 2, 3, 4 towns, as well as the aspiring middle class in tier 1 towns, which is a result of, our dominance on the rail side, where we are the largest OTA. What we've been doing consciously over the last few years is essentially seeing how we could leverage our large user base to cross-sell, upsell more of other services, including flights, hotels, and buses, right? So if you look at our trajectory, not just this quarter's result, but also last quarter, you will see that flights has been growing at way faster than the market because of some conscious efforts we are making to make our users more aware about the fact that we do have these offerings, and also the product, where we have innovated and launched some new features such as Flight Tracker Pro and Ixigo Assured, which have taken up fairly well in terms of usage. And we are seeing that also now starting to flow in the contribution margin side. So I think we have the ability to continue growing faster than the market for the foreseeable future on the flight side, where we are starting from mid-single digit, sort of market share. And I think our aspiration is to move to a double-digit market share, over the medium term there.
Can you share your exact market share and what your aspirational market share would be for all of the segments?
So on the train side, where we are the market leader, we have more than 50%, close to 55% of train bookings that are done by third parties. That means done outside of IRCTC. In the B2C domain, we are doing 55% of those. And on flights, our market share would be somewhere between 5 to 6% of the overall air OTA market. And on the bus side, we are at close to 13% market share on the bus OTA market, where again, we are the second largest player and one of the fast growing ones.
Right. What about buses? We understand cross-selling and upselling when it comes to flights, etc. Buses, it's a very high margin business. I mean, I'm looking at the EBIT margins here. It's close to around 74% in the first quarter itself. What is this model that allows you to have such kind of margins? And at what rate is this likely to grow going forward?
Yeah, so the contribution margin there indeed is in the 70s right now, although this quarter may have been, in terms of the trade-off between profitability and growth, we may have swung the pendulum a bit more on the profitability side on the bus vertical last quarter. I think if you look at the opportunity there, because only 19 to 20% of bus bookings get done online in the country today, and it's a significantly underpenetrated side of the travel market. So we believe that I think going and bringing more offline bus bookers online, even at the cost of letting go some of that contribution margin and pushing the pedal really on growth there, makes a lot more sense. And that's the strategy you will see us play out over the next few quarters.
Okay. Just wanted an update with regards to your gross transaction value. If you look at it from an FY24 basis, you were up, I think, over 35% on a year-on-year basis, or to over 10,000 odd crores. What are you anticipating in this fiscal? Can you provide us any kind of guidance? Would it be as much growth, or would it be probably tempered down?
See, I think the overall OTA market is slated to grow at around 18% over the next few years, as per the Frost and Sullivan report. We believe that we have the right to grow much faster than that in terms of GTV growth, right? If you look at last quarter, we grew around 27%, and I think we should be able to continue a growth that is way faster than the overall market, despite the air side in the overall market growing only 4.5% last quarter. We managed to grow that also quite nicely in 20s, right? So I think the GTV should continue growing at a significant double-digit sort of growth rate. I would not have any specific guidance around it, but I can say that flight and bus both should be key drivers there.
All right, take that point. I just wanted your thoughts on two things in particular. One, you had set aside 50 crore when you raised funds at the IPO for inorganic opportunities as well. So what's the update out there? Any, talks which are underway, anything that we're likely to hear in the very near future? That's one. And second, you also very recently seeded hotels. So wanted to understand what your targets for the hotel business over the next couple of years are.
So I'll take the second one first. So on hotels, we are obviously one of the late entrants. We've entered only late last year, around December is when we launched the hotel OTA business. We think that there is a significant opportunity, especially on the budget hotel side, where we have a significant overlap in terms of user requirements. And we also see that there is under-penetration on this side of the market as well. Less than 30% of bookings in hotels get done online today, but a lot of the Ixigo users are actually coming and doing the first hotel booking online of their life. And I think that's the key opportunity to unlock there. How can we grow the market? And I think a lot of it will be around learnings. So this year will really be about learning what supply works and what sort of product will work there. And over time, we will talk more about hotels. But at this point, we are very satisfied. We are seeing very healthy double-digit month-on-month growth, and without going into specifics, we're satisfied with what we're doing on the hotel side. Maybe in a few more quarters, we'll start talking more about it. Coming to mergers and acquisitions, I think we're looking at obviously quite a few companies. Time to time, we keep meeting founders and we keep looking at interesting business models which can actually either add a new vertical to our line of business or strengthen one of our existing verticals. At this point, there's nothing specific that we can talk about, but like we said in the IPO prospectus, it's an area where the past two acquisitions have worked amazingly well for us, Confirmed Ticket and Abhibus, and therefore we'll not be shy of looking at more acquisitions.
Okay, all right. The size of the acquisition, just a quick one-word answer.
Like I said, there's nothing specific to announce here. So, yeah.
All right, Aloke, we're going to let you go on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking to us. We'll take a short break. On the other side, we have Zomato, which is in focus, really the stock of the day. Fresh record highs for that one.